And I can't just be like, oh no, I'm happy in my singleness. Living in the real world. This hurts. Hello, welcome in. It's your girl, Bria Deshawn, and welcome back to another episode of Growing Pains, where we're growing our purpose, our achievements, our independence, our nourishment, and our success. How are you guys? Round of applause for being here. Period. Shout out Studio 19. If you know, you know. Anyway. Performance right now. That's what I'm giving you guys, and I'm going to tell y'all all about it. I started the new job. Shout out the new job. Fantastic. They got free snacks. What more do I want from them? Not much. Because listen, they got bagels in the morning, fresh fruit, stuff in the fridge, all of the sparkling waters you could ever imagine, good chips. Like, they on some real stuff over there. I love it. The only thing that really is, is the drive. And I told y'all the drive was gonna mess me up. It messed me up last week. It did. Because why it takes so long to get to work? Why does it take 40 minutes to drive 8 miles? Why? So now I'm trying to listen to some music, trying to like pass the time. I did find a new artist the other week. His name is IDK, Ignorantly Delivering Knowledge. A great artist. Followed him through the Tiny Desk that he did last week, and I have been on his music nonstop. So good. So I have been listening to his music, and I'm about to tap into Grits and Eggs podcast because I need to learn something. Okay, I need to be enlightened, and I'm really excited about that. I also watched Kev Stage's Breakfast Club interview on the way to work on Thursday, and let me tell you, I will always be a fan of Kev on Stage. I will always be the first person to say something about that man, okay? I just find it very inspiring, his journey, especially being a fan since I was like, a toddler, an infant. I'm just kidding. I was like 9 when I first saw him on YouTube. And it was when he was in Tacoma still. And to see where he's now and all of the stuff that he's doing, it's so inspirational. And it's just like, dang, I can do that too. The dream is never far from me. It's not far from me at all because I'm watching people who I've watched for a long time get their full piece of interview questions for the person who got me on their podcast, their radio show, their talk show, when I'm up at that Jimmy Fallon. Okay, they got so much stuff to ask questions from. When I'm up at that Hot Ones eating chicken, these Growing Pains just serve for source material for the journalists. It really does, because baby, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna tell you why. Today I stayed after church. I had to do some social content for the church, and I'm low-key directing. I can't lie. I'm low-key directing, did all of the concepts and ideas and stuff, drafted out, got the people together to execute it, and boom, we there Sunday after church. Boom, let's do it. And when I tell you that it feels comfortable, it feels natural, it feels just like I belong here, like I'm supposed to be doing this job. I'm supposed to be behind the camera directing. I'm supposed to be coming up with these ideas. I'm supposed to be doing 1, 2, and 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels natural. It's not a hard task. It's just like, okay, boom, let's do it. I'm so motivated also by it because this was the first time that I ever was in that capacity without Lizzie or without like Hampton folk or like without people who knew me from prior to me moving out here. And the fact that you still get the same feedback, the same, yeah, like this is pretty good, or shout out you, like the fact that I'm still getting that same type of energy that I received from past lives, it's so encouraging because it's like, oh, this translates to over here. We got something. And it is so motivating. I was thinking about it. I'm just so grateful that I can exhaust my talents in this capacity and exhaust my talents in this way for the Lord, but exhaust my talents in a different area, in a different place with new people and new vibes and new energy. Like, that is really a blessing. And to be at the pinnacle of my creative while doing it is a blessing. It really is. And I'm just like, oh, like I could go on and on about it, because what, y'all, I'm really out here. I'm out here doing what I got to do what I got to do what I got to do. You know? Yeah, boy. It's only a matter of time. 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 It really is. Anyways, I got to stop cursing in my videos, y'all. I got to stop cursing in my videos. I can't lie. My granny watches. The church be watching. I gotta chill out. Okay. I gotta be mindful of my words, mindful of what I say. And I just need to do it, period, without not even just for y'all, but just in my life, because I curse like a sailor. I curse like a grandpa sitting on the porch with his cigar and whiskey. I curse bad. It needs to stop. But it's just like, curse words just add a little like flavor to it. Like, it really is seasoning to a sentence. But I gotta stop. I do. It was actually one of the things I set out to do this year for my resolutions. Like, I just need to stop. Just be mindful of what I'm saying. Not everything deserves a. See, I was about to cuss right now. Not everything deserves a cuss. It don't. Okay. And I can still be funny without it. I'm gonna use them sparingly or not at all. There it is. Perfect. What I really want to get in today is my singleness. That's really why we're here. Before I even really get into it, I cannot talk about my singleness without involving God in it. So I thought this out. I had a little conversation with me as I was bringing my groceries in, and I thought it out, and I wanted to share it before the thought left. And I just heads up. We about to get in the spirit, okay? So please buckle up with me. Grab a seat, grab a coffee, do what y'all got to do. Here we go. This is what I was thinking. And this kind of taps into what I was talking about earlier. I was grocery shopping today, and I'm in the grocery store. I'm I'm cruising. Like, I already got my grocery list. I got my grocery list written down on my phone, but I got it in my head as well. I'm boom, 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 up and that. Like, I run to Aldi's, okay? I know it from back and forth to back. I get home, and this is what really tripped me out. I said, oh my God, who about to take the groceries in? Mind you, I got 3 large bags of groceries, all heavy. And I look, and I said to myself, dang, I really wish that I had somebody to come get these groceries. I really do. But then I stopped, and I said, sometimes you need to go through this. You need to go through taking your groceries up by yourself so you can appreciate even more when the groceries are being taken in for you. And I'm like, you know what? That's crazy. There are different moments like that where it's just like, oh, I wish that somebody could take out the trash, or I wish that I could come home to somebody, or I wish that I could even run errands with somebody. And I really do think that I need to do it alone to appreciate when I do have it, because when I do have it, it ain't going nowhere. Are you kidding me? Separation is not even an option when I'm with my husband. So it allows me to just go through these like hard tasks first to appreciate when those tasks become easy. You know what I'm saying? But even that, as I was bringing up the groceries and I was just thinking about the week that I had and the week that I'm going to have and all the things I need to do on Sunday to prep. And it's just like, man, like I'm really doing the adulting thing. And it feels like the only thing that's missing right now is a man. And it's so silly to like even talk about, or so crazy to even like, I don't know, explain, but it really is a real feeling. And I can't just be like, I don't know, I'm happy in my singleness. Hee hee ha ha. It's fun over here. Like, I really can't do that, because it really it sucks sometimes. It sucks sometimes. I was having this conversation out loud to myself as I was settling in. And I said, dang, what did I say? Oh no. What did I say? Oh, the question became, why do I want to share aloud that I'm killing this adulting thing? Or why do I want to share aloud that I'm doing all of these cool things while I'm single? Why do I want to like share so much that I'm doing this, that, and the third, and without any help, essentially. And I really do feel like I'm doing it subconsciously for the validation, for the approval of God. And I'm doing that because I feel like if he sees me conquering all of this stuff, doing all of these things, that I'll get rewarded with the man of God that I always. But I really do feel like having a significant other, having a husband, whatever, is a reward from God of just congratulating you on everything that you have done alone, all of the growth that you have done alone, because it now, to be a wife, to be whatever, requires a different level of energy that you have, that can only be obtained by going through your singleness. You know what I'm saying? So it almost feels like I'm building up a repertoire, or like a toolbox of things in order to get there. And yes, it's frustrating sometimes, because sometimes you just want to collect all of the stuff now, but it requires time. It takes time, especially for something so precious like that. It requires time. I get it. I don't know how to like deliver this in a way that makes sense, so please forgive me, but it's hard to have a conversation about being single without the mention of his name, because when we say that, like, I've looked high and low and couldn't find nobody, or I've tried everything and it still doesn't compare to you, it really is that. And I think I have exhausted my singleness to the point of, I'm not attractive, I'm too fat, or I'm too loud, or I'm not confident, all this stuff. One, those are all tricks of the enemy, because you are everything and that and more. Two is that those excuses, those I'm not this, I'm not that, they're gonna lose power eventually. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna exhaust that energy. And I feel like now, since I have been in my right mind and have been feeling confident and have been, dropping a little bit of weight and been on my boss stuff, like all of that stuff doesn't even really matter anymore. It's nothing. Like, it's nothing. I'm single because there are some things that I need to learn before I get into a relationship. I'm single because there's some major developments that need to happen spiritually, mentally, maybe even physically, for me to get whatever, to get wherever I need to be. And with that answer, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it because God leaves you, never forsake you. All things work together for the good of the Lord. I get it. I understand it. And one thing about it, the word is true and it has never lied. And it actually speaks to the message that we had today of, just because God is not showing up like how you want him to show up doesn't mean that he's not here. You know what I'm saying? He is doing it like how he intended it to be. Just because I'm single at 24, never been on a date, haven't done this, that, and the third, don't mean that God is not present. It don't mean that I'm not beautiful. It don't mean that, need to do something else to get attention or whatever. Like, I don't need to do whatever I think I need to do, because all of that stuff is external and of the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope I'm making sense here, but it makes sense to me that, like, I really am so dependent in my singleness on God, and I really do seek the approval of him, and seek the approval of like, yeah, like, I want him to say, yeah, Bree, this is the picture. This is exactly the picture I'm trying to paint right now. You was too busy trying to add the colors, and I want you to understand it. I want you to leave me alone and let me paint. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at that point when it comes to my singleness that, like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna let you paint. It is what it is. I'm gonna continue to do it. It's hard. It's like, okay, God, I'll let you do what you got to do. Because you got to do it. You got to paint the picture. And it's going to be beautiful because you did it, because you like that. You to go, period. But yeah, that's just how I'm like, be bothered by the fact that I'm outside and I'm doing my part when I go out. It just feels like I can't be dependent upon all of the external stuff. Trust me, I feel like I have exhausted all of my things in singleness to try and find a man. I'm out in the community. I be at the parties. I put the makeup on. I wear the clothes. I do what I gotta do, to be, and nobody is seeing me like how I need to be seen. So what's really the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can only but do so much. And my so much is not turning heads. And so it's just like, well, dude, what more do you want me to do? Like, I just can't. I'm tired of fighting with that idea. I'm tired of just like trying to reinvent myself so I can be approached, or reinvent myself to do what it is, because it's like, yo, like I'm doing it 10 toes down, chest puffed up, my voice as loud as I can be. I am that girl. I am doing it. I have proved to myself that I can do it. And honestly, nobody is really touching me right now. Nobody can really touch me right now. Not in the sense that like I'm better than you, but in the sense that like I'm not worried about what other people are doing. I'm not worried about what other people are doing right now. I'm motivated by all the stuff that I got going on. I'm gonna still be out, whatever happens, but to be concerned like how I was back then, of just like, oh man, I went out and nobody even got my number, or nobody bought me a drink, or nobody did this, that, and the third, or I didn't laugh at nobody did this and that and that and that. That's exhausting. It's exhausting. And I will bury myself in a goddamn dirt. See, there's a curse. I will bury myself. I will continue burying myself with that thinking, because it's not helping anybody. Why can't it just be God's timing? Why can't it just be, you need to grow? Why can't it just be, go deeper in your faith and your trust in God? Because the picture is going to be painted, and the picture is going to be cute if you just let me be and leave me alone and stop talking. Not even stop talking. He's always welcoming the conversation, but please don't try to interrupt what he got going on. And so that's the lesson that I'm learning. And I'm going to continue to do what I got to do, because I got to do it, and I got to do it well. But yeah, an affirmation that I have been saying in the mirror lately is, I am capable of walking in God's provisions. I am qualified to do good work. I am exceptional. I am the accent in the room. And that is just the culmination of everything that I've just learned between now and then, and just the things that I need to say in myself, because I can have all the belief in the world, but the belief in me, from me, is non-existent. And I really need to change that perspective, because I'm really the only person that's holding me back from doing good things. So it's important to me that I say that all the time, because I really be my own enemy for real. Holding me back from not doing everything that I am capable of doing, Yeah, y'all, that's just where I've been at. Don't know how this episode is going to end up, truthfully. But I do know that God is so good, and that I cannot literally process simple concepts without him. It gets that serious. It's getting that deep around here. Okay. I will keep y'all updated on what everything is going on. I'm really not trying to miss a beat on this, because yeah, things can change, but one thing that's not changing is my presence at Growing Pains. Okay, because I love it here. This has been another episode of Growing Pains. I'm your girl, Bria Deshawn, capital DE, capital SHAUN. Don't forget the accent mark. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget, always be the accent in the room, because what? Not everybody is black. Not everything is black and white. How do we like that as an outro? And always remember, be the accent in the room, because nothing is black and white. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Shout out Studio 19. I love you guys. Bye. Ain't it fun?